Headlines from the interview he gave. Biden may give amnesty reparations to deported illegal aliens under Trump. So you get thrown out of the country for being here illegally. You're probably a criminal, and now you're going to get back into the country and you're going to get reparations. And here's another headline from the same interview. Biden administration may bring whole families to U.S. to reunite with separated children, not just parents. Remember chain migration? That was one of the things that President Trump tried to put an end to. Now we're bringing back chain migration for all these criminals who tried to sneak into the country and got caught and deported. Oh, and by the way, they want to provide, according to Mayorkas, they want to provide stability to the reunited families. Stability. You know what that means? That means welfare. Joining us now to talk about this astounding development is Jessica Vaughan from the Center for Immigration Studies. Jessica, what do you make of this? Was this a surprise to learn this from Mayorkas the other night?
No, not at all. I mean, the Biden administration is going to try to find a way to bring as many people as possible here, especially if they have what they think is a great political hook, and they can say this is somebody Trump deported. Therefore they're kind of falling all over themselves to bring them back, and they think that that's somehow going to redeem this in the minds of the American people. That's how clueless they are on the immigration issue. It's absurd what they're doing. I mean, the idea that people who cross the border illegally using their child as a prop and then agreed to be separated from their kid so that the kid could stay, assuming that they were going to, be allowed to come back later. And now they're clients of the ACLU, so they've really hit the jackpot. So they're going to get these reparations, and they're talking about giving them green cards too. And as you said, stability in the form of welfare. It's craziness, but they really hit the jackpot. And of course, the ACLU is going to go for as much as it can, and the Biden administration will agree to, when friends sue friends, you know what you get, a settlement.
Right.
That is a bad precedent especially for taxpayers and communities that have to absorb it. I mean, this is just silly. I mean, these people are now heroes of some kind, who crossed our border, got prosecuted, agreed to have their kid taken from them, and now there's some kind of, noble cause for the ACLU to represent.
Jessica, what about the 14th Amendment? I think it is, to the Constitution, equal protection under the law. What about American citizens who robbed a bank? Say, when are they going to get their reparations for robbing a bank? Is it only illegal aliens that can get reparations for being arrested for being in the country illegally and committing crimes?
I guess so. Like you always say, you just want to be treated like an illegal alien. And what about the 4 million people who have paid thousands of dollars to be sponsored by family members or employers because of their skills, who are waiting in line to come through our legal immigration system? Boy, they look like chumps right now.
And these people that are coming in, I mean, very few of them have any kind of skills whatsoever. And again, the part of the deal apparently is to get them on welfare. So, and then once they get on welfare, they're allowed to bring over more members of their family to go on welfare, to go on more welfare. How does this make any sense?
It doesn't make any sense, and I can't figure out how. What we have to hope is that there are some Republicans left somewhere who have the wherewithal to sue over this, because I can't think of what green card category prosecuted illegal border crosser can be allowed to stay under the law. It's completely illegal what they're talking about doing, but what remains to be seen is anyone going to challenge them on it and insist that it be stopped. I mean,
it seems like except for
fight this, it's going to happen.
Except for the governor and lieutenant governor of Texas, it seems like there's more anger among Democrats. Like Henry Cuellar, the congressman from down there, on the Rio Grande. I mean, he's apoplectic about this. And you have Mark Kelly, the Democrat senator from Arizona, who's up for re-election next year. I mean, he's saying this is out of control. So, I mean,
he's got to be worried because this could affect his job security for sure. I mean, he has to be aghast at this, if for no other reason than to try to get reelected.
And the thing is, Trump got more votes among Hispanics, not just blacks, but Hispanics than any Republican has gotten probably since Richard Nixon ran in 1960. And so, I mean, Hispanics who are citizens are opposed to this kind of criminal invasion that's going on. I mean, I just don't understand the political calculation other than you're pandering to the far left who, these people who live in gated communities and in doorman buildings who aren't going to have to deal with this crime wave that's being, pushed across the border.
Right. And it's not just that they're pandering to the far left. Honestly, the people running our immigration agencies are the far left. We're talking about the person who's been nominated to run ICE has been a sheriff of Harris County who openly defied ICE and wouldn't cooperate with ICE. You've got a sanctuary police chief who's going to be running Customs and Border Protection and the Border Patrol. They're not just pandering. They are the far left and radicals on the immigration issue. This is, and they're going to do as much as they can get away with, as much as we, the people, let them get away with.
Wow. And they just keep, as Cuellar said, they're just moving these people around, these kids around from place to place. It's like it's a 3-card Monte game. And they're testing positive. Even not just NBC News, the New York Times. I mean, these are far left media outlets are reporting that they're being allowed, these illegal aliens are being allowed to go into the country, even into the heartland after they test positive for COVID. So, they want to lock down American citizens and, tell us we can't have a celebration on the 4th of July unless we get up to 70% vaccinated. And yet they're letting illegal aliens not only just go into the country and go on welfare and live wherever the hell they want, but they're testing COVID positive. It's just it makes absolutely no sense for a society that wants to survive to be doing this. It's like suicide.
No, we've completely lost control of the border. There's something like 1,000 people showing up every single day who are waved in, and they're bringing back people who were, quote unquote, wrongfully deported under Trump. They're not enforcing immigration laws in the interior. This is a disaster already. But unfortunately, we probably have about a year and a half before voters get the chance to express their opinion on it in the form of an election. It's really, we're going to be paying the price and doing cleanup on this mess for a very long time.
Right. Well, I mean, it took Trump. How long did it take Trump to clean up the unaccompanied minors from the Obama administration on all the gruesome murders that were being committed by them when they were really MS-13 gang members? I mean, the murder rate had just started to decline in the last year of the Trump administration, and now they're waving them across. New waves of them are being waved across the border.
That's right, and Border Patrol sources tell us that they've found MS-13 members recruiting in these government facilities where the kids are held in custody. And the Biden administration has changed policies and is now releasing these kids as fast as they can without adequate background checks. They don't fingerprint people who come forward to serve as sponsors. They don't monitor them once they've been released. There are going to be even more cases that we find of abuse of these kids or trafficking, and it's not going to stop as long as these policies remain in place. We have Kamala Harris, who's pretending to be the border czarina, and talking about root causes, which is laughable because the root cause is the Biden administration policy.
Right.
Everybody realizes that. But they really don't care because they're not affected by it.
No.
Although I think they will be politically, but that's a little ways off, and they'll buying, as far as they're concerned, they're going to try to ram through as many bills as they can before they have to pay the piper.
Jessica Vaughan, from the Center for Immigration Studies, where do people go if they want to read more about these fiascos unfolding in the Biden administration?
Everything is on our website, CIS.org, and that includes a new podcast series that we have every week. And my colleague Todd Bensman, who's been covering the border in person, has one up there now that's fascinating to listen to.
All right. Thanks,
CIS.org.
Jessica Vaughan. We appreciate it, and we'll be in touch. CIS.org, Center for Immigration Studies. We've been telling you for a while now about SuperBeets Heart Chews, and a lot of you have tried them and made them part of your daily routine. They're great for your heart health, blood pressure, and circulation. Wrapped in foil, just like a candy, you can take them twice a day whenever you want or need a boost of energy. The VIPs that were here this week have loved them when we've given them to them. Now SuperBeets has another great product that you're going to like just as much as Heart Chews. They're called SuperBeets Memory and Focus Chews. If you've ever wanted to do something about your brain health, for your brain health, you'll want to try SuperBeets Memory and Focus Chews. They promote brain blood flow, and they also support overall cognitive health. Research has shown that by promoting blood flow, you can support cardiovascular and cognitive health. Combining clinically studied fermented resveratrol with a patented coffee fruit extract, SuperBeets Memory and Focus promotes brain blood flow, supports memory, alertness, and helps support reduced perceptions of mental fatigue. SuperBeets Memory and Focus supports brain health in two ways, by promoting the blood flow and supporting healthy levels of BNDF. BNDF is a key neuroprotein that supports overall brain health as we all age. Like other SuperBeets product, SuperBeets Memory and Focus was crafted under the careful guidance of science and features clinically studied key ingredients. It's the only cognitive chew of its kind, and with its blueberry flavor, it tastes great. Support your brain health and cognitive performance with SuperBeets Memory and Focus. Take advantage of this limited time introductory offer. Get a free 30-day supply of new SuperBeets Memory and Focus with your purchase of SuperBeets Heart Chews. It's free supply for 30 days with your purchase of SuperBeets Heart Chews. Get yours at superbeetsradio.com/Howie. That's superbeetsradio.com/Howie. I'm Howie Carr.
Follow Howie on Twitter @HowieCarr Show. You won't regret it.